What's going on, guys? My name is Ted, and today I'm bringing you all a pretty quick gameplay today on Dome Free-For-All. And I thought this would be a perfect time to talk about playstyles in Call of Duty. And there's always been the two main playstyles. There's been the defensive versus the objective, or if you go inside of a free-for-all where the objective just kills, it's campy versus rushing. And I think these are a good thing to distinguish between. So let's get into free-for-all today. Yesterday, you'll notice I posted a 9-minute free-for-all where I played very defensively. I camped inside one building the entire game, ended up pulling off a 30-0 free-for-all. However, it took 9 minutes to get that Moab. Now, that was a very slow-paced game. I don't find those games too enjoyable to watch. But it was one of my first games back, and I thought that it would show you guys a certain method, and I had a lot of stuff in my mind, so I thought it was a great gameplay for the time. Now today, I got a small little commentary, so I'm going to use a really fast-paced gameplay where I rush around. Now here I'm using the UMP45 Silence. You'll see that I'm still technically camping if you actually know the method of what I'm doing. I'm patrolling this entire building right here. This building is mine, in my mind. I know the spawns around it. I know the way that people are going to spawn inside and around the building. I've got my portable radar here to guard the entire building. This is my building. Anyone that comes in here, I'm going to try to slaughter as fast as possible. And I do a pretty good job there. Unfortunately, I die there. And I think I die again up here. I died twice in this entire gameplay. But it was a very quick game, and I rush around the entire game. I don't stop moving the entire game. That's a different type of play style. Now here's the deal. Here's what I've noticed in my years of playing Call of Duty. Call me an old wise person as far as Call of Duty goes. I've noticed that when you camp, clearly you do better scores because people are not going to be expecting you. People will get frustrated and keep coming back towards you. Just in general, you're going to do better if you camp. It's just the way things are in Call of Duty. However, it's going to be a lot slower paced. So whereas in the free-for-all that I was playing yesterday where I got 30 kills in 10 minutes and I had a flawless score, I didn't die the entire gameplay, here I died like 2 or 3 times, but I picked up 30 kills in only 3 minutes. So you can see the trade-off there. It's really whether you want kill-death ratio and you really don't want to part with too many deaths versus playing aggressively, playing very matter-of-factly and using your SMG versus an assault rifle or sniper rifle, and rushing around the map and getting a lot of kills very quickly, but also picking up some deaths in the process. And also keep in mind that this is a good rushing gameplay. There's some rushing gameplays where I simply don't pull more than like a 2 or 3 kill death ratio, and I've pulled even less than that before. Me being a pretty good player, I normally don't get less than a 2 kill death inside of a game, or else it's just a really, really bad game. But generally speaking, I do very well when I rush around, but I do a lot better when I camp. So the trade-off is there. It's just honestly whether you want really quick kills and a lot of deaths as well, or whether you want to elongate that game a little bit but get a bunch of more kills in the process. Just in general, camping is the play style that like Wings of Redemption has, and if you've ever seen White Boy play, he plays the rushing style. So you'll see a lot of bigger scoring gameplays from Wings of Redemption, but it'll take a lot longer, whereas with White Boy 7th Street, you'll see that him rushing around a lot, and like I'm doing in this gameplay, pick up a bunch of quick kills very, very quickly. And sometimes it works out for you where you'll get both a rushing gameplay and a really good scoring gameplay like this one, but just in general, they don't always work out that way, whereas if you camp or play very defensively, generally speaking, you're going to have a lot more good games, but the game itself, Call of Duty, isn't really fun when I camp. And that's what I've noticed at least. It's a good style like when you're learning maps, like when Black Ops 2 comes out, probably the first couple of games will be me camping quite a bit, just because generally speaking, when I don't know the maps, I like to camp a lot. But when I know the maps like I do now, I like to rush around and get a bunch of kills. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you learned something new. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.